18-year-old Latisha Frazier was last seen in Washington, D.C. on August 2, 2010, after leaving work. She has never been heard from again. About 5 months following Frazier's disappearance, someone anonymously posted threatening messages on her Facebook page, claiming she had been murdered, and her body was disposed of in Rock Creek Park. Investigators believe Frazier was killed at the 1700 block of Trenton Place Southeast on the day of her disappearance. They found a stain resembling blood in the back bedroom, on the carpet, and the flooring underneath. A total of 6 suspects have been charged in her presumed homicide. Brian A. Gather, Johnny A. Sweet, Anika Nelson, Cynthia Proctor, Lawrence Kamal Hassan, and Lainey Bell. All of the defendants except Hassan and Gather were in the teens at the time of the homicide. Proctor was 18, Bell and Sweet were 17, and Nelson was 16. Authorities believe Frazier was lured to the murder site and beaten and choked to death, and her body was partially dismembered and thrown into a dumpster. Bell, Hassan, Proctor, Nelson, and Gather ultimately pleaded guilty to their respective roles in Frazier's murder. They said they believed Frazier had stolen $900 from Sweet, and they decided to beat her up to teach her a lesson, but they never intended for Frazier to die. Sweet pleaded not guilty and was tried in April of 2013. He was convicted and sentenced to 52 years in prison. Gather, who had been sentenced to 32 years in prison, successfully appealed his guilty verdict and got the right to a new trial. In April of 2017, he pleaded guilty again and was sentenced to 32 years again, but under a different statute, which gives him time off for good behavior. Frazier left behind a 3-year-old daughter. Her mother described her as a responsible, hard-working teen who was never out of touch with her family. She had graduated from Crossland High School and worked full-time at a McDonald's restaurant in Oxon Hill, Maryland, and was thinking about enrolling in college. She didn't appear to have any problems in her life. Latisha Frazier's description is that of a 5'3" African-American woman with dark hair and brown eyes. She has the name Diamond tattooed on her upper right arm and has eczema on her arms and legs. She usually wears glasses. She was 18 at the time of her disappearance and will be 31 now if she was found.